Raju, in exactly 1 minute we will start. Let all the children join in. Can I please request all of you to have your videos on so that I'm sure it's no teacher spying on our session. All videos on. All videos on, please. No excuses, all videos on. A lot of your teachers get very interested in knowing what we do. So we don't want spies watching our session. Yes? Guys, already started raising hands. Let me ask something first, then you raise your hands. Please, videos on, videos on, videos on. Priscilla, video on. Akshay, video on. Shashwat. Videos on, please. All videos on. Okay, I think Raju, you can get started.
Welcome back. A very happy morning to all you dear students. Week on week, day by day, we are seeing so many beautiful letters of appreciation, transformations, excitements in your schools and you for this powerful sessions. We are so excited to have and happy to hear with you once again. And today, Megha Bajaj, along with a special guest, is going to teach you something which is so important. Consistency is the key to excellence. We have a lot of fun, excitement, question and answers, everything packed for you. But before that, let me introduce you to myself. My name is Raju, and I am very, very proud WoWer. I want to tell you how I have been consistent in my life. From the past many years, every single day, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I do my pranayama. And I can tell you, dear friends, just doing this consistently has so much impact on my mind, body, and soul. It always keeps me energized and I'm just able to do so much with my day. I can tell you about consistency because I know I follow it. We are going to talk more later, but first, let me introduce you to our wonderful founder, Megha Bajaj, through a small video.
Thank you so much, and I really feel that this award is not for me alone, but for every person out there who was told you can't, you won't, you can't, you mustn't, and did it anyways. So thank you so much.
Yeah, we have Megha. Over to you. Megha.
Thank you so much, Raju. Hi, everyone. Happy morning. How are you all? Can I have some expressions, please, through the screen? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Party, huh, Kavya? What else? How are you feeling, Alia? Are all the schools in, Raju?
Yes.
Great, great, great. So very happy morning. As always, I'm going to talk to you about some amazing things. And I have a very, very, very exciting special guest to meet you today. But before I make you meet him and go forward, I want to first recap and know that all that we're doing here is actually getting into your hearts and minds. So who's going to quickly recap what we learned the last session? What did we learn the last session? Raise your hand if you want to share. Quickly, 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 quickly. Okay, Sai Niketana, GRT. Yes, what did we learn last time, Sai?
Good morning, ma'am.
Happy morning.
How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm on top of the world. How are you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm very good.
Good, good.
Ma'am, in last session, I learned two main things, ma'am. One is that I should try to understand and I should value the things what I have around me, and I should be going forward with those things, and I should appreciate those.
Absolutely. So how did you implement it all of this month?
Actually, before having this session itself, I had an experience, ma'am. I would like to share this to you.
Please.
Actually, I was having a friend who was very best friend for me from 4th standard. We were like very best friends, and she don't have mother. She from young age she lost her mother, so I was very close with her. We were like doing crazy things. We were very best friends, and we were not able to we were not able to separate like this. We were having. But coming to the 8th standard, there was a shufflement in the classes. So from a few children from the other sections got mingled, and we were all in a new team and new classroom and new friends were there. So from 8th standard, at first and all, she was like how she was like to be. And from second term or from the mid of the year, she started to ignore me and was like feeling, yo, she was just ignoring me. How can that be possible? I was like, okay, maybe she wants some free time. So I just left. So once I asked her out that, okay, shall we go somewhere out? Because it was a long time, so we won't go out. So she just immediately said, I can't be friend with you anymore, because if I be friend with you, I can't know the word. So I was just, for first 3 months, I was just feeling, oh, how bad I am. I was just feeling negative about me. I was just crying, and I was just not able to come out of me. And that time I realized that I was already having two best and two true friends who were with me for past 10 years. And I couldn't understand and I couldn't feel that they are my true friends. So they were like, nobody was able to console me. I was just crying. Whenever in school I see someone with her closely or she talks with her closely, I started crying. Oh, how bad I am, how I am unlucky I am. So how nobody is going to be friends with me. Like that, I've started to
Were
feel
able
negative.
to come out of it, no?
No,
my friends were
the only one who consoled me and said, don't worry, we are there with you. Then I started understanding that, oh, they are my true friends, so I should be friend with them. So I couldn't understand that they were around me for 10 years, but I couldn't understand that they are my true friends. So now we are a very true friends of 3 groups, and our group name is MSV, and we are we are on top of the world.
So now they are your very, very best friends, right?
Yes. Yes.
It's such a beautiful incident you've shared, Sai Niketana. And tell me, children, how many of you have had experiences like this, where someone you really liked ignored you? I can see Sahini, Vishnupriya, Rushda, so many of you, right? We all, and trust me, this is not only in your age, okay? When we grow up, we also go through all this. Array, someone you're very close to becomes close to others. How do you deal with it? So that one line, it's not about how much you have, but what you do with what you have, and valuing what you have has made all the difference to you. I'm so happy, Sai, and you should become such a rock star that everybody should want to be your friend. You should choose. You shouldn't be crying for people. It should be like that. Great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing such a beautiful story. Okay, who's next? Varunika? Short and nice, I want you to share what you learned and how you implement. Yes, Varun. You'll
Unmute
just have to
yourself.
unmute yourself.
Grade of 83 from Sri in Vyasala. So in our last session, we learned how to make a habit of being happy. In our every life, we will have some up and downs. Even our best friend, our bestie will leave us in some situation. In that, we have to be happy every moment because that's my happiness. Nobody can steal my happiness. I have to be happy in my life. So that's what we learned, and you motivate us really good, ma'am. We are waiting for our next session, and we have to express.
Wonderful. And Varunika, the way you have such a beautiful smile, can anyone take the smile away from you? No, right? You only decide when you want it, when you don't want to smile, right? Same thing for happiness, right? No one will come and stretch your lips. So you decide and you be happy. Wonderful, awesome.
Okay.
Can I have Vishnu Priya from Ayyappa school? I'm just trying to get different schools, different cities to talk. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm on top of the world. Tell me, how did you implement the last session?
In the last session, we saw about that we have to make happiness as a habit. So I implement in all the time. When I'm smiling, just seeing the mirror, I'm smiling, I feel that I'll be able to do the work easily. And I'll be talking motivation. I'll be motivate myself in when I am down. When I feel difficult in some things, I'll be motivating myself.
Lovely, lovely. Wonderful. Great. Okay, can we have Arushi from NSN please share? Yeah, I was waiting for my MRDS school. You all celebrated Ganpati or not? Yes, Arushi.
Hi ma'am, happy morning. It's you most and more.
Happy morning. Thank you so much.
So last month we had our exams, and the things I learned in the last session really helped me a lot. So first it taught us to believe in ourselves. So whenever I was feeling like demotivated, or whenever I felt like I couldn't make it to a point, I just started believing in myself. And I started to tell myself that not being sad or not being happy is not something which is caused by others, and it is myself. So I have to be happy all the time. And being happy is my habit, and I have to do it. So I started to talk to myself. I started communicating with myself. And I also started reaching out to others. And I started to watch those sessions, and I started reading the breakthrough book once again. So I felt like it really helped me again. So I really felt that I can gain the confidence which I lost in. And it really helped me to achieve so much things, ma'am.
In fact, our surprise guest is actually from the breakthrough book. So you're going to enjoy.
I really felt excited when I saw him, ma'am.
Yes, you were excited when you saw him only. Arun, you're already causing a lot of excitement in the youngsters. Great. I just quickly listen to two more people, and then I'm going to hand over the session to someone very special. Just trying to get in all the schools. Can we have Kavya from Sri Bala Vidya talk to us, please? Yes, Kavya.
Happy morning, ma'am.
Happy morning, Kavya.
Ma'am, in last section, we learned how to Be a happy achiever every day. From that, I started every day with a smile and I gave me itself task. I have completed all the tasks. When now I hate maths every time, ma'am, because I will be getting good marks in all the subject except maths. I told myself that I have to do maths at least half an hour a day, and I have did my maths exam well.
Lovely, lovely. What a good news. Amazing. And when you do things happily, it just becomes better, isn't it? Okay, can I have MRD as the last school sharing with me, please? Yes, MRDA. Can you please unmute yourself and share? Yes. Hi, how are you?
Good morning.
Happy morning. So who's sharing?
And I'm
Can you come closer? Come closer to the mic. Yes.
hello, ma'am.
Hi. Yes, tell me.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Actually, I am a happy achiever because there was an incident happened in Gujarat, and I've participated in poem competition. Actually, there were 50 participants in that. I was just feeling negative thoughts that I couldn't do and then I started believing in myself, having positive thoughts that I can do it, and I ranked first in that.
Oh, wow. You MRD guys are all like Virat Kohli, MS Dhoni, champions, huh? All of you, wonderful, wonderful. Give yourselves a big, big pat. Neeraj is happily smiling and nodding, huh? Cool. Awesome. Do we have anyone from Kerala, St. Gregorius? Raju, one last, and then I'm handing it over to Arun. Are they present, Raju? Okay, I'm assuming no. Okay, anyway, let's keep moving. So today we're going to talk about something that has been actually life defining in my life. Okay, it's called consistency. It's all about what is consistency? How do you be consistent? What does consistency actually lead to? All of this, I'm not going to talk about it. This time I've invited a very special guest. Raju, if you can please spotlight Arun with me. So this is Arun Kumar Natha. Okay. First, I'm just going to ask you all, how many of you have heard of Amazon? Anyone here who's heard of Amazon, not heard? In fact, I should ask, is there anyone who's not heard of Amazon? All of you have heard of Amazon? Yes, you've ordered from Amazon, you see packages, you watch movies on Amazon Prime. So let me tell you, Arun's had an amazing career in the corporate world, and he was one of the finance directors for Amazon from India. Okay, and the background that he comes from is he was from Chennai, and when he was small, his mother asked him, what do you want to grow up what do you want to become when you grow up? Can any of you guess the answer? What did he want to become? What did he want to be? You can type it in chat. And Arun, you can tell us if that's correct. What did Arun want to become? He went on to do some big things and today even bigger things. Very smart. You've read the book. A billionaire, Arunika. No, he didn't have such dreams. You know what he wanted to become? He wanted to become an auto rickshaw driver. That's it. That was the size of his dream. That was the size of his thinking. Or bestseller that he will become. For now, he wanted to only become an auto rickshaw driver. And he went on to winning awards in corporates, becoming awarded in 30,000 people, the best employee in Infosys, Amazon. He was one of the only 5 directors from India. So many amazing things he achieved. And after all that, do you know what he did? He left it all and said, I want to create 11 global brands from India. Why is it that most global brands come from the US or the UK or other places? So today he has his own company called Impace, and that is the way he's working on 11 people and making them global brands. So that's been his journey in a nutshell. But what I have observed about Arun is that he's an extremely consistent person, okay? So from 5 years I've been knowing him. If he says he will call, he will call. If he says the meeting is at 4 o'clock, you can be rest assured at 4 o'clock the meeting's there. I know he does yoga every day. I know he sits. So, even if he's gone on a holiday, he'll do what he has to. So, observing all this, I always wonder how is he so consistent and how has it helped him in his life? So, Arun, over to you to talk to this wonderful batch of young leaders and all our YouTubers. We have thousands of kids across the globe who've joined us today, to just tell them a little on what is consistency, how does it help them, and how they can use it in their life. Over to you, Arun.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Megha. Hi, everyone. This is Arun here. It's a pleasure to see you all together across. I can see most of you in Zoom. I believe a lot of people are there in YouTube. So welcome, and it's an honor to be here with you all. And I'm so inspired by your learnings from last session and the way you have implemented on happiness. I think you got it right. That's the best part, that we have to start with everything with happiness, everything out of happiness, and everything for happiness. So I think we have got the right things to focus on. I really loved it hearing you all. Consistency, according to me, is it should become nature, and naturally we are consistent, knowingly or unknowingly. Is any of you crawling still? No, right? All of you can sit, all of you can walk. But as a child, when we were born, we didn't know how to walk. We didn't know how to sit. When we were lying in the back, we were trying to crawl, we were trying to move, we were trying to sit, we were trying to stand. Did it happen in one shot? Did any of you start walking in the one shot? Not really. We would have tried getting up, we will fall. Again, we will try getting up, we will fall. None of us have given up, obviously, because if any of us have given up, we will be lying down only, which is not the case. According to me, that is consistency. Anything you want to do it, you do it over a period of time. Like, how Sri said that, she's got friends for 10 years. That is consistency. If you are ready to, follow something unconditionally, that becomes nature, and what you want will happen. So consistency is that simple, though we think that is a, very painful, very tough. Like I think one of you said, maths is very difficult, so I find it hard. Nothing is difficult. It only means we have to put some more effort. The way it struck me when I was in my, young age was, all I understood was, if it is possible for one human being, it is possible for everyone. If someone has done it, I can do it. If we can internalize that, the only key for us to achieve that, whatever someone has achieved, is consistently we have to do it. But yesterday or day before yesterday, Ashwin, the cricketer, is put in the Instagram. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice. Okay. So if we want something, we should be willing. If we are ready, if we are willing to do something, then anything is possible. In my view, if you want anything in life, you got to do it repeatedly. If it is not happening in one attempt, second attempt. If it is not happening in second attempt, try in third. Try nth time, but we will not give up. I remember in my, I wanted to learn bicycle. My elder brother used to come in a bicycle, and I was very fascinated that he has a own cycle, and he can he comes to our home and things like that. So I used to ask him, teach me how to ride bicycle. This is like when I was maybe 10-year-old or something like that. So I used to ask him, and then he was he said, okay, come, I'll teach you. When he was holding me and trying to do the half pedal, it was somehow I was balancing somehow, and he had to support me and so on. But after many days, many times, I somehow got the hang of how to do the cycling. Okay. So there was a point where I was able to do the bicycle on my own, which was like, that was the biggest moment, I would say, at that point of time, where I could sit in the seat in the bicycle and drive the cycle. That was a very, joyous moment. But what happened was, as I was driving one of the days, it worked for me and I've learned it. One of the days, what happened? Somehow I lost balance and fell, and I had a mild fracture on my elbow. That was a very scary thing happened to me, and it was hurting, and I had to get a I had to get some band-aid work to be done, and in fact I remember, I think about 2 weeks I could not move my hand. Okay, that was a kind of pain it was there. Fortunately, it was a mild fracture, it was not a big one, so nothing much happened. But what happened was, I was quite scared in terms of oh, because of my bicycle this happened to me. So I was very scared, and I was I didn't have the courage to try doing the bicycle for a long time. After several months, I decided, no, I can't leave it like this, because I enjoyed doing the bicycling, going in the bicycle, moving from place to place. So I took the courage to get back to the cycle, and it was not easy, but I did it. But that experience gave me the confidence that even if there is a setback, even if I don't get the desired results, what I want, if I'm willing to put my effort in that direction, if I'm able to practice it continuously, anything is possible, and I will be able to come out flourishing. Okay. So that is my experience in small ways. So if anybody asks me, what is the difficult part? What is the most difficult thing for you in life? I'll say nothing. Zero. There's nothing impossible for me. I can actually choose. I may choose not to do, but it's not that I cannot do. There is a difference, right? There is nothing like I can't do. I know I can pick up anything and master it. It's a question of me putting an effort in that direction. All it requires is a consistent effort in that direction. We are unknowingly consistent on many aspects. For example, sleeping. Okay. See, someone is yawning already. So sleeping is not very, difficult. We can just sleep. Or, using gadgets, for example. Even without any motivation, we can be on the gadget for, how much ever time, how much ever, thing what we want to do in a gadget we can do. Or, playing or doing things which we love to do. Okay. So in those matters, we have no problem in, investing our time and energy in those activities. All we have to do is we need to just make that correction, saying that in what I want, whatever I want in my life, I will put my effort in that direction. For that, I need to be consistently putting that effort in that direction. When I do that, there is a very good chance that I will be successful in achieving. Even if I'm not successful, I know that I've given my effort. I've done my bit. Is anyone sitting here, like Megha introduced me, if I would have convinced saying that I will be an auto rickshaw driver, I don't think I would have, done anything more than that. Somewhere I felt that I can do something more. I could draw inspiration from so many people saying that, okay, that person has done, means what is it working for that person? How that person is going and, achieving some of those accomplishments that person has done. I watch, observe, and see how I can put an effort in that direction and go in that, achieving whatever is I want to do. So consistency is all about not only what I love to do, it's also about what I want to do. If you are dreaming for something, whatever you want to achieve, you don't need to know what it is. If you decided that I want something, All you have to ask is, am I consistently working in that direction? If you are consistently working in that direction, there is a good chance that you will get there. And one of the things which I hear from most of the youngsters is, I don't know what to do. I have not decided what is my passion, what is my, what am I good at. Don't worry at all. You simply, whatever right now appearing to you as the best thing you can do, just do it. Over a period of time, you will find your purpose, you will find your passion. Like, not everybody is Tendulkar, for example. Tendulkar, somehow at a very young age, he found out that cricket is his passion, and he was, I'm sure many of you know that he used to practice his cricket for 3 hours, 4 hours every single day. But may not be the case with everyone. That's okay. But if you have been mastering something at any point of time through consistent effort, there is a good chance that you will find your passion in this entire process. That is what possible in when you are consistent in approaching, aspiring to do something. So please decide, make a decision what you want to do, and ask yourself, am I consistently putting my effort in that direction? If you do that, even if your methods are not necessarily accurate, there is a good chance that you will achieve it.
Arun, I
Yes.
just want to add something beautiful over here.
Sure.
Guys, you should know, one study was conducted where they divided people into group A and group B. Okay. In group A, they made them do yoga every day, but not in the best manner possible, but every day. In group B, they taught them yoga to precision, but they would only do it sometimes, once in a week, once in a month. Can you understand, or can you guess, did group A benefit more or group B? Group A did it every day, but imperfectly. Group B did it perfectly, but sometimes they did it, sometimes they didn't. Can you guess, A or B? A, A, B. So most of you are right, A. When you do something even imperfectly, but you do it every day, it has a far greater impact than you doing it perfectly but not doing it every day. Okay. So some of you are those, you top if you feel like it, you do well if you feel like it. Suddenly you'll slip in your study, suddenly you'll be like this. With you, I'm telling you, no teacher or your even friends will be able to trust you, or you yourself will not be able to trust yourself completely. Whereas some of you who, no matter what, you will make sure that you come in those top 4, 5, you'll give your best consistently. I'm telling you, your future looks a lot more bright. Okay. I don't have one question on behalf of the kids. We'll of course ask them also, but we all know that consistency is good. Okay. So I'm guessing over here, everyone consistently brushes their teeth. Everyone consistently eats, that's why you're like, your sleep, studies, all of it. But what happens, Arun, is sometimes when life, like Sai Niketana shared about her friend, okay, that 3 months she went into a depression, she was crying. So sometimes when we go through a tough period in our life, okay, that's when consistency takes a beating. How have you been able to be consistent even through the tough times in your life?
Well, yeah, that's a very good question, and I have gone through it. The best way, I would say I cracked it is by all I ask myself every single day I wake up. I ask myself, did I do better than yesterday? I simply work on bettering from yesterday. I'll do better than yesterday. That's about it. Every single day I'll ask this question. How am I going to do better than yesterday when I start the day? At the end of the day, I review whether did I do better than yesterday. This process helped me to, break away all the challenges, all the limitations which appear to be thrusting on me. Circumstances are sometimes can be very, overwhelming. We don't know how to handle it. Doesn't matter. I'll just focus on what I can do. For example, something on my health. I just take one step further. Even if, let's say, I'm fallen sick for whatever reason, I'm not going to sit and sell. I mean, of course, I go through the, pain or whatever, But all I do is, okay, how I can improve? From yesterday, how I can improve? Every single day I'm doing, I can tell you, again, it's part of consistency mantra only. You do it repeatedly, you will see the result. And this mantra is, can I do better than yesterday? That worked for me.
Lovely, lovely. So guys, y'all always ask that we are consistent, but that but comes in, right? Some days I don't feel like it.
Correct.
Some days I'm on a holiday. Some days this happens, that happens. So this is the answer. Can you wake up every morning and ask yourself, are you going to improve? Are you going to do it better than yesterday? Before you sleep, you're just going to ask yourself, did you do it well? Right?
Yeah.
These two questions. Now, I
Absolutely.
just want you all to see one very short, beautiful video, which to me really sums up what consistency is all about. Until then, I want you all to think of your questions related to consistency for our own. YouTubers, I'm watching y'all. If y'all want to ask questions, you can ask too. And we will try to take a few questions. Raju, can we just have this short video which really impacted me very deeply?
This is weird. Hello. Welcome.
Thank you.
Actually reminds me of a Little Britain sketch that I did. Please, could I have your names?
I'm Paddy.
I'm Nico.
And what is the nature of your relationship?
It's a professional one.
Oh.
Might we ask you your age?
I will be 80 this July.
Do you think you can win the show?
Oh, it would be very nice, but just as long as people enjoy what we're doing and we give people pleasure, that's the main thing.
Okay, well, best of luck.
It's not the fastest routine I've ever seen.
I could see so many of you clapping and laughing and enjoying it. Did you enjoy it? Sham Sundar, you're looking very happy. Yes? What did you all think? Loved it? Sashini, GRT loved it. How many of you loved it? Put a heart. Come on. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Age doesn't matter, does it? Tell me one thing. What do you think would have got this woman who's going to touch 80 to dance the way she did? Do you think it could have been inconsistency or could it have been consistency? Were you all able to see the whole thing? Amazing, right? Can any of us honestly be honest to me? You all are about 14, 16, 17-year-olds, right? Any of you, can you dance like the way she danced right now? Right? So imagine the kind of consistency she's shown and what it's led to. First, Simon gave her a red buzzer. He was too early to judge and he was like, yeah, what is this? It's so slow, it's rubbish. Suddenly she got the golden buzzer, right? What does that mean? It means consistency pays off, right? So this short video, I felt that really impacted me about consistency and I hope it does to you as well. Just a few quick slides and then I'm going to have you all ask your questions to Arun. Raju, can we just quickly show them the fun work also so that they can then ask their questions? So I just want you all to ask yourself one fun question. Are you consistently consistent? Okay. Every day when you wake up, like Arun said, that you have to ask yourself, am I doing better? Can you also ask yourself, are you consistently consistent? And let's see what your answer is. Okay. Thank you, Kavya, for being honest. Thank you. And that's the reason we are here, that none of us are perfect. We want to become better, right? We just want to keep improving. Varunika, right? So that's what we're here for. Thank you, Niveta. I think all of you will say no, at least one say yes. We are consistently consistent. Okay, I'm going to give you all your fun work and then hand over your questions. So your fun work is one action in your day, okay, which you know is very good for you, but you're not consistent with it. All this month till I meet you all in October, you're going to do it consistently. Okay, so remember the conditions. If you say, ma'am, consistently I sleep, yeah, for anyone that's easy, right? If, like Arun said, consistently you're on your mobile, that's not going to serve your purpose, right? You're going to choose one thing that you know is good for you. Second thing, you know right now you're inconsistent with it. Third, you're going to become consistent. Got it? It has to be good for you. Exercise. So Zulekha says exercise. Happiness, says Kavish from Sri Ayyappa. I want you all to think and write off that one thing in the chat box right now, which is good for you. You're not consistent at it, and you're going to work on yourself and you're going to make sure you're going to get it right. Let me just read out a few of them. So Shashwat, you're going to wake up early. We're going to check, okay? Sashini, you want to be no stress. So you're going to be more relaxed. Danya, you want to do meditation. Brilliant. Jay Akash wants to do cardio. Arushi, yoga. Shriya from GRT wants to work out. Yuvashri wants to listen to music consistently. That's cute. Shyam Sundar wants to write books. Awesome. Srinidhi wants to start reading books. Doing work at the right time. Amreen, reading. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you yourself decide for yourself what's that one thing that's good for you, you're not consistent with. For the whole month, you're going to practice consistently. Okay? And you're going to come back next month and tell me you did it. Yes? Are you all my leaders? You all are my WoW leaders, right? Show me all the happiness. How does a happy achiever behave? How does a happy? Pranav, Aisa karega, then I'm not calling more breakthrough people for you. Huh? Come on. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So Kavya, beautiful. She says, I want to read valuable messages from everyone in the world. Every day, Kavya, tell yourself you're going to do it. Okay, no matter what. And see how much it changes your life.
In fact, yeah, what I would suggest is take simple things only. You don't need to do like every day I'll climb mountains as an idea. Take what you want, simple, but do it regularly.
Absolutely.
Ideally, every single day. That's the way.
Yes. Can we have questions? But y'all usually start all your questions about confidence, friendship. That one is ignoring me. I want us to stick to consistency. Who has a question for us? Come on, who has a question for Arun on consistency? I'm going to wait, Sai Niketana. You've already spoken. If there's no one else, then I'll have you speak. Come on, guys. I want you all to interact. I want you to learn. That's the only way we're going to move forward. I don't want the same hands to keep raising. Okay, Danya. New child, let's please ask your question to us. Just unmute yourself. Yes.
Happy morning, ma'am. Happy afternoon, ma'am.
Happy afternoon.
Wishing you most and more.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I have a question. How long does it take to usually reach that state of subconsciousness? Like
you're consistent. At what stage does it become a subconscious thing for you? Arun, if you could.
That's the question I have.
Yeah, Danya, actually, it's very simple. You will know it. You will not ask this question. It becomes habit. You don't need to, ask or check the process. It's like, for example, you have sown the seed. Okay, you are pouring water every day. Okay, obviously, so that that seed one day sprouts. You will know when it sprouts. You will know it's ready. So same way, consistency for it to become, as you consistently do it, it becomes a subconscious way of doing it. It becomes a nature thing. So when it becomes nature, you will not ask this question. So you know it is there. It is there within you. This is on the self-related, personal related. Whereas when there is something outward related, for example, I want to score, let's say, X percentage, or I want to get to this rank. There you need to break it up in terms of activities, in terms of tasks, and then crack one at a time. So, and then you do a process check in between whether, are you getting the desired results? Okay. So that you will know that by end of the term, you get the desired percentage or ranking, whatever you want. So there you will get the outside result. So both ways you can see. Subconscious level, you will know it internally. When it comes to the results from outside, you have to break down the tasks and do it on a regular basis. You should be able to see the results. And also remember, especially on the internal, the subconscious level, you will know it. On the outward results, sometimes it will be successful, sometimes it may not be successful. That doesn't mean that consistency doesn't work. All it means is you need to try for some more time, or you need to put your effort furthermore. That's all it matters. For example, I'll give you my personal example. I've done my chartered accountancy, and I also done my ICAA. Okay. So CA, I finished in one attempt. Single shot, I finished everything. When it comes to ICAA, intermediate, I finished in one attempt. I got the rank. Final, I took 8 attempts. 8 attempts means I took 4 years extra to complete my ICAA final. So does it mean that I am bad? I don't know. All it meant when I don't get the desired results, all it meant is I need to put more effort. That's it. Either it is success or learning. There is nothing called failure. Hope this is clarified to you then.
And I just want to add one thing to it is that, Danya, do you wake up and ask yourself, should I brush today? Or do you just go and brush? You just go and brush, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it an everyday decision? Should I drink water or should I not?
No, it's not.
Your break box, is it an everyday decision? Today, should I eat or chhod de, Megha?
No, we just get hungry and we eat.
Exactly. So that way, you make a good habit so ingrained into you, like he said, it becomes such a part of you that you no longer need to think of it. It's the most natural part of it. Yeah. So do it long enough. I think that's the secret. Amazing. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Question and awesome answer. Can I please have Jaya Varshini from SNBS ask the question? We'll just take 2 more questions. Otherwise, your school start calling us. You're keeping them for too long. Yes. Yes, Jaya.
So happy afternoon. This is Jaya from SNVS.
Yes, Jaya.
So my question is that some days I'll be like really productive and I'll get a lot of work done. Like I'll be consistent throughout the day. And the next day or the day after that, I'll be like completely zero and I can't even think about doing anything. So how should I tackle that situation? Like being consistent every day. So I face a problem like that is a really problem. That is a problem of me.
No, I think in this, Jaya, again, we are not machines, by the way. Machines work consistently, like, it can work 24/7. We are all human beings. We will have some low days. We will have some dull days. That's okay. All you have to make sure is it's not too often. That's about it. You just have to pick yourself. And one of the way to pick yourself is do some rituals. Always rituals help. For example, like the exercise of last month, you choose to be happy, decide to be happy. And the easiest way to be happy is look at the mirror and smile. You can crack it. So same way, have some simple ritual where you come out of it. I'll tell you some of my rituals, what I follow when I feel, not in a mood, I don't feel like doing anything. For me, the easiest way to break away any kind of such low moments is I watch some video nowadays, something to motivate, some inspiring leader, some thoughts I hear. That kind of picks me up, even if I'm low. For example, I listen to music that peps me up and pick me up. Or I walk out, I go for a walk, or I'll drive my car and go around. So these are the small tricks I have to just pep myself to come out of it. But don't feel so bad that oh, I lost one day. You have rest of your life. Keep that in mind. You lost one day, that's okay, but you have rest of your life to catch up. Let that be your focus rather than what has gone already. And it's absolutely fine. We will falter. It's okay. The failure will be if you don't pick yourself. That is failure.
Amazing. Hope that answers. Can we have V. Shyam Sundar? This is the last question, guys. Yes.
Yes, ma'am and sir. So I say that I want to write books, right? So it's like I take a book, a fresh book, one starts writing, but I'll write, but for 5 days. After that, I will think this story is not going good. I'll tear that from the first and 5 days. Tear it from the first 5 days. I can't write it fully. That's my problem. So I want to stay consistent. I want to hear how to.
Yeah. So Sam, actually you got it right. I would say, don't worry about finishing the book. It's a process. Good, you're writing on a pen and paper. You're doing. It's good. Okay. It'll. The process is right. So don't give up. Let's do that. Don't give up. Continue this process. As far as getting your thoughts in place and the complete. I don't know what genre you want to write. Whichever genre you are picking, one of the ways to get some ideas is maybe I assume you read books also. So understand what kind of thought process they have. Because sometimes what happens, we think this is the way to write. Maybe you should, understand how they are thinking. Okay. Draw some inspiration from, authors, who have their way of, how to get the flow in, as far as writing is concerned. Okay. Some techniques you learn, but the process is absolutely fine. You just keep repeating, maybe 100 times tear and, start again. It's absolutely fine. Nobody, in fact, this, who's this? Which is the best-selling Harry Potter. Harry Potter author, at what age she started writing? J.K. Rowling. At what age? I mean, she was in her 40s or something like that. She became successful. Before that, she didn't have any successful book, great book either. So it takes a lot of time to produce the masterpiece. So don't worry.
And I just want to add one thing, that also setting timelines matter. See, what happens is sometimes I also get a lot of ideas as an author. There is that sometimes I tell myself, if I've committed, I want to get a book out by December, then no matter what, I'm going to make sure that I get something in place and I'll do it. So sometimes you can, if you feel that you're tending to tear your ideas too often, set a timeline for yourself. By your next birthday, you'll have one book, and see the way it works as a dream.
Or one more thing you can, one more thing you can do, Sham, is that instead of writing a book, start with a short story. Start with 1 page, 2 page, 5 pages, 10 pages story, and do multiple times and see, maybe you can build on a book. You can do a compilation of multiple short stories into a book. Try that.
Yeah. Since Varshini is like, please, I have to ask. Okay. You can ask your question. We'll keep this as the last question.
Okay.
And guys, I just want to say I'm so proud of you. We always begin at the same number as we end. None of you, I'm not holding your hand, but you all want to learn and grow that much. It really makes me happy that even on a holiday, you all don't want to give up on a session like this. Truly, you all are the WoW leaders. Very, very proud of you. Yes, Sai, please.
So happy afternoon, ma'am. Happy afternoon, sir. Thank you, first of all, for letting me ask my question. And so I have a question about, like, if I'm having an exam at the weekend in Akash in my institute, and I'm being consistent throughout for the first 3 days, and I come to home, I keep studying, I try to complete my portions, I fix the time to complete the portions. But at sometimes there are some emergencies, like, for example, if my mom is tired or something, I'll have to do the household course, right? Like that. If I have something, I miss that time schedule and I tend not to complete that portions. And if I don't, that test marks will reduce down, and I don't feel good about it. And the next time, I don't feel like being consistent at all. So what to do about that?
Varshini, I think as far as the studies is concerned, consistency works over a period of time. Okay. I know maybe you're working for the weekend assignment. So you will have that much time window only to prepare for the subjects, what you may have to study. But understand the format, why they are doing that way. By doing that, they're trying to give you the experience of practicing under pressure. Okay. Because in the competitive exam, you will have to perform under pressure, where you will have time constraint and where you will need to do the answering really fast and accurately, because negative marks will be there. So it is a practice. Okay. So understand this like a practice, like a game. Don't take it too seriously that let's say you couldn't make it for one reason, for whatever reason. Don't give up that quickly. That is one. The second one is, as far as the subject is concerned, you need to spread it. You need to study, plan your study over a longer period of time. Like, you'll have one full academic year, right? So you'll have the complete portion. So plan it little better, maybe. That is one way you can try and tackle it. But this pressure thing, it's okay. You will have to cope. You'll have to find a way to get this rhythm, and that will come only by practice, not otherwise. If you give up, let's say last week you did not perform, next 2 weeks if you don't try, then that becomes the more dominant habit and you may tend to give up. So don't do that. It's okay. Last week didn't go through. This week you give your best.
Sure.
And out of, let's say 40 weeks, if you consistently perform 21 weeks better, you're on a winning game. In 40 weekend exams, 21 weeks you have done better. It's a better situation rather than, only 4 or 5 or 10 weeks you have done better and 30 weeks you didn't even try. You get it. So get the longer game right. So it's not a T20 match. This is a 5-day match in cricket parlance.
Absolutely. And in fact, Arun, I was reading up, every Olympic player or every CEO, what they say is that it's not that we got every day right, but we kept giving our best, we kept going, and that's what took us there. So it's not about, like he said, it's not about today. It's not these small goals, successes and failures. It's that long term that's going to make all this. Guys, short of time, we have gone way beyond time. So just want to thank Raju for always being our backbone. Raju, thank you. All of you youngsters, really, these sessions are were 30 minutes. We stretched it to 40. Today it's gone on for an hour and all of you are sitting as if you still don't want to go back. And to me, this is really growth. This is why we come every week. Guys, first, one big celebration. Come on. We all deserve it more than anything else. And I think once we should do our chant after I finish thanking Arun. Arun, I know how busy you are. I know how much is going on in your life. And to take out this time for these youngsters, to tell them so many important things, I think it's really phenomenal. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel energized meeting you all.
Lovely, lovely. So can we just end with our wonderful wow chant and go back to our day with that feeling of wow? Raju, let all of them unmute themselves. And let's say, what's our wow chant? Can we do it together?
Yes.
All of you can unmute yourselves.
I'm a wow.
Come on, start together.
I am wow.
You are wow. We are wow.
With a lot of energy. Come on.
I am wow. You are wow. We are.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so this entire month, you all are going to practice that one thing, okay, which is good for you, you're not consistent at, and you know you should be consistent at, and you're going to get back to me, okay? If anyone wants to just say some last few words, say it. We love these parting words of yours, and we will hang up. Yes.
Ma'am, actually in last session when I was talking to you, I was stumbling in words, but today when I talked to you, I talked fluently. I think that is my consistency.
That's growth. Awesome. What else? Anyone else? Quick sharings and go.
No.
Y'all can leave.
So I have this toxic trait where when I start being consistent and sometimes something happens and I stop being consistent, I get really depressed. I feel like this session helped me a lot and I'll be able to avoid doing that from now on. So thank you very much for that.
We just don't have the freedom, Smriti, to get into toxic states. Let's leave all the toxicity outside of us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Have a super week where you're consistently consistent. Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye, Arun. Bye, Raj.
Bye.
Bye.